we got Twisted Psykies, Make Me Feel. I was gonna use this loop pedal, throw the bass line down, and then go back over the top of it all in one shoot. That would have been much easier. But my pedal decided to take the day off today. Take that bad boy into the shop. My name's Dylan. This is the Concrete Pigs. First of all, thank you for finding your way here. This is one of those videos that I don't think anybody is going to be looking for a guitar tutorial on. That's okay. Hey man, if I can get 9 views in 9 years, I'm good with that. That'll work. Anyways, get your guitars, man. We'll rock this thing out. Thank you for stopping by, truly, and enjoy the tutorial. Well, this song has a pretty funky setup. You are going to drive this top E string down into the dirt. We are going to drop this string 3 1/2 steps all the way down to an A sharp. This thing is going to sound like it's rumbling your amplifier. Alright, that thing is way on down in the dirt. So 3 1/2 steps down to an A sharp. Alright. And then we're going to take our bottom 2 strings, our B and our E string, we're going to drop those down 1 full step. We're going to be on an A and a D, of course. And then a D. And those are the only 3 strings that we're going to be using in the song, so those are the only ones that you need to worry about. On with the show. It's actually quite rare that I would start off a tutorial showing the butt end of my guitar, but I wanted to kind of show you this tapping pattern that I do. It's just crazy basic. I'm going to come up here and show you the bass line here in just a second. But all you're doing is, after you play your note, I come over here with my thumb and I just strike the flat part here on the top. It's kind of the bass drum, I guess, if you will. And then I'll take my finger and I'll just pop the bottom of the guitar. Like that. And I guess you could call that your snare drum, but that's all I do. And you can mix it up, if you want to throw 2 hands in here, you can do that. But that's all I'm doing. After I hit the bass note, I'll just kind of come down here and bang it a little bit. You'll get the hang of it. I promise you, man, if I can do it, you can. So I'll go through these bass notes with you. Right, another pro camera work action there one more time. All right, so with our with our A sharp drop tuning, our first he does sort of this 4-note progression all the way down through the bass line. What we're going to do is we're going to start off here. This is the 8th fret down from from the neck, top of the neck. That was very well explained. Alright, so the 8th fret down. Of course that gets hit once while you tap-a-roo. Now we're going to move up to the 7th and just do the same thing. Sometimes what he'll do is he'll bring that bass note back up before he slides down to the next one, so this is what this sounds like. And sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I won't. I'll just kind of change it up. And right there I'm on the 5th fret. And then that last bass note is open. And this is where you'll get that good, rich, just really good undertone, sort of this ambience that goes along with the really, really high notes that we're going to be playing here in a minute. So here we go. We got the 8th fret, 7th, 5th, and open. And then the whole process just gets repeated. And then, like I said, this would be a great thing if you have a loop pedal. You can just run through this real quick, and then we can move on to the treble, which we're going to cover right now. Now what we're going to do, we're going to play that high piano. We're going to come way down the neck here at the 16th fret. All right, we're going to be holding both strings down at the 16th fret, and we can do an 8 count. You'll start off here on that bottom string, and it just goes 1 2 1 2 1 2 back and forth, and we'll count out 8 beats. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Our index finger is going to move back up here to the 13th fret, and our middle finger can slide down to the 15th fret on that low string. So here you are, 13th and 15th. And now we'll count out another 8 beats. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Our middle finger now is going to come back to the 13th fret and pair back up with the index finger. They're both on the 13th fret now. Now we're going to count 6 beats. Our middle finger is going to come back up here for 2 before we switch up here, and show you what I'm talking about. So we're here at the 13th. Remember, start off on that bottom string. We're going to count 6 beats this time. 1 2 3 4 5 6. This middle finger moves back up to the position it was just in, here at the 15th. We're going to count 2 beats. 2. And now we're going to slide back up here. This is the 8th fret. Alright, and then we're going to do 8 beats up here, but let me show you that transition real quick one more time. And we're going to count 6 beats. And 2 more beats there. And now we're going to slide up to the 8th. Alright, and we're holding both strings once again. Let's kind of meet up here at the 8th fret. And then once again this gets played another 8 beats. Start off there on that bottom string. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And then this entire pattern just gets repeated again. When I start the pattern over, I kind of like to slide it back down to the 16th. Just kind of gives it a tone that obviously is unique to the guitar. It kind of separates it from the piano. So that entire sequence, we'll kind of do it slow. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And like I said, that just gets, repeated over and over and over again until you decide to quit jamming and quit grooving. Layer this over your loop, and I think you'll have a pretty dandy tune. I will show you this other sort of riff that he does towards the. He does it in about the middle of the song, and it's just a real easy kind of 4-note run up. He starts off up here. You're going to be 1 fret down on the 1st fret, bottom string. He plays that twice, and then he'll slide up to the 4th fret. Play that twice. Come up here to the 3rd, and then guess what? He's going to play it twice. And now, now we'll put our index finger up here on the 1st fret on that B string, which of course is dropped to an A. And then this one just kind of gets repeated over and over and over again, like he's got a delay. And then he starts back over. So, like I said, I didn't play that in the intro, but that is in there. It's kind of in the middle of the song. That's when the piano sort of gets introduced. But anyways, that's the end of this, man. You guys take this, get your loop pedals fixed, and go have fun with it. So if you guys have a loop pedal that is not broken, I think this would be a really cool thing to do. Like I said, I've been planning to do this. I've been practicing for a week, and then of course I sit down to film tonight. This is about the only time I've got right now in the present week to film, and the thing busts up on me. So if you do have a loop pedal, man, I think this would be a groovy thing to do. Lay your bass line down with your tapping, and then loop it, and then you can go back and play the piano part over the top of it. I think that would be really groovy, at least in my mind's eye it was. I didn't get to do it, but yeah, it sounded pretty groovy. Thank you so much. You guys have been incredible. You're leaving comments that are way too kind for me, but they're remarkable. They're astonishing. They're unbelievable. They're amazing. They're kind. I hope that's enough adjectives. But truly, guys, thank you tremendously. The work I do in the real world, it sucks, and to come home and see this stuff from all over the world is it just blows me away. So thank you. Always be who you want to be.